Explore how caching and memoization in Python can enhance application performance. We'll delve into core concepts, the least recently used cache decorator, advanced patterns, and real-world applications. Master these techniques to optimize your code efficiently. The LRU cache decorator in Python is a built-in tool that enhances function performance by storing results of expensive calls. It automatically manages cache size, ensuring optimal memory use. This decorator is crucial for improving efficiency in applications, especially when dealing with repetitive computations. Caching is a performance optimization technique that stores results of expensive function calls, returning cached results for repeated inputs. This approach trades memory for speed, using extra random access memory to save central processing unit cycles. In functional programming, where functions are pure and deterministic, caching is particularly effective, enhancing efficiency by avoiding redundant calculations. Memoization optimizes function performance by storing results of previous computations. When a memoized function is called, it checks for existing results for given inputs, returning them instantly if available. This is crucial for recursive algorithms like Fibonacci, where memoization drastically reduces redundant calculations, transforming a potentially slow process into a swift one. The naive recursive Fibonacci function recalculates values exponentially, leading to inefficiency. For instance, computing Fibonacci 40 without caching results in 2.7 billion function calls, taking minutes. This performance crisis arises because Fibonacci 3 is calculated twice and Fibonacci 2 3 times, highlighting the need for optimization. Python's functools, LRU cache decorator offers a robust memoization solution, transforming exponential O to N to linear ON time complexity. By adding a single line, it manages cache automatically with least recently used eviction, ensuring thread safety without altering function logic. This allows Fibonacci 100 to compute instantly, showcasing the power of efficient caching. When a function is called, its arguments are hashed to form a unique cache key. Python checks this key in an internal dictionary. A cache hit returns the stored value. A miss computes and stores it. If the cache is full, the least recently used entry is evicted. This process uses a hash table and doubly linked list for efficient O1 lookups and least recently used eviction. The maxsize parameter in LRU cache controls the number of results stored. Setting maxsize. None allows unlimited caching, ideal for small input spaces, but risky for memory. Using powers of 2 like 128 or 256 optimizes performance. A max size of 1 caches only the most recent call, useful for repetitive calls and loops. For effective caching, ensure functions are pure and deterministic, producing consistent outputs for identical inputs. Arguments must be hashable. Use tuples or frozen sets instead of lists or dicts to avoid type errors. Be mindful of memory usage, as large return values or extensive input ranges can deplete resources quickly. Profile cache hit rates to optimize performance. Using LRU cache with a max size of 256, we efficiently cache database query results. The initial fetch for user data incurs a 0.5-second delay due to network latency. However, subsequent requests for the same user are nearly instantaneous, significantly reducing server load and improving response times in web applications. Monitoring cache performance is crucial. Key metrics include hit rate, calculated as hits divided by total requests, aiming for over 80%. Current size indicates entries stored, helping manage memory usage. Max size defines capacity, which should be tuned based on hit rate and memory constraints. These metrics ensure efficient cache utilization and system performance. Cache invalidation is crucial when data becomes stale. Use manual clearing after database writes, scheduled intervals, or configuration changes. Employ LRU cache to clear the entire cache, ensuring fresh data retrieval. Invalidate after administrative actions or updates to external dependencies to maintain data accuracy and system performance. Python's LRU cache lacks built-in time-based expiration, but a custom TTL cache decorator can address this. By tracking timestamps, it ensures data validity within a specified lifespan. If data is expired, it refreshes by calling the original function. This approach is useful for scenarios like fetching stock prices, where data freshness is crucial. Caching with multiple arguments involves creating composite keys for each unique combination of parameters. Using Python's LRU cache, we can efficiently cache the results of functions like calculate distance, which computes distances using the Haversine formula. This approach ensures that repeated calculations with the same inputs are retrieved quickly, optimizing performance. Lists and dictionaries are unhashable, making them unsuitable as cache keys. Convert these mutable structures into immutable tuples before caching. Use a wrapper function to adapt the original function, ensuring hashability. For complex objects, consider implementing custom hash and AEQI methods. This approach allows efficient caching, as demonstrated in the process data cached function, which converts lists to tuples for caching. Benchmarking Fibonacci 30, computed 1,000 times, reveals least recently used cache's superiority. While manual dictionary caching offers improvements, least recently used cache's C optimization and advanced memory management deliver unmatched speed and efficiency. This makes it the preferred choice for high-performance caching in production environments globally. Caching impure functions can lead to stale results due to dependencies on time or global state. Always cache pure functions and use time to live for time-sensitive data. Unlimited caches risk memory leaks. Set a max size and monitor usage. Avoid mutable return values by returning copies or using immutable structures like frozen sets. Caching instance methods can be problematic due to self being part of the cache key, leading to separate cache entries per instance. To mitigate this, use a static method or ACK class method for shared state. Alternatively, consider module-level cached functions or functools.cached property for computed attributes, ensuring efficient caching across instances. For expensive computed properties, Python 3.8 Plus offers functools.cached property, ideal for lazy evaluation. It calculates once per instance, storing results directly on the object. In data model, processed data and statistics are cached properties, ensuring efficient data handling. This approach avoids the self problem, providing instance-specific caching without redundant computations. Building custom cache decorators offers flexibility beyond least recently used cache. By using a conditional cache, you can cache results based on specific conditions. This involves creating a cache key from function arguments and storing results only if a predicate is met. For instance, compute caches only positive results, optimizing performance for domain-specific needs. Python's LRU cache struggles with async functions, caching coroutine objects instead of results. For effective async caching, use async LRU or AO cache. Async LRU offers a seamless drop-in replacement, while AO cache provides robust features with Redis and memcached support. Consider cache tools for advanced strategies like TTL and LFU, ensuring efficient async operations. Monitor cache metrics by logging hit rates, memory usage, and access patterns. Use cache info during development and integrate with tools like Prometheus. Adjust max size empirically, starting at 128, and profile under load. Implement clear invalidation strategies, considering TTL for time-sensitive data. Test edge cases, including unusual inputs and concurrent access, to ensure reliability. Avoid caching functions with side effects like database writes or email sends, as these operations won't execute on cache hits. Caching is ineffective for functions with highly variable inputs or already fast operations, as it wastes memory and adds overhead. For real-time data needs, such as stock tickers or live sensor readings, caching is counterproductive. Explore distributed caching with Redis or memcached for scaling microservices. Implement multi-level caches, combining Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3 for optimal performance. Use cache warming to pre-populate caches, avoiding cold start penalties. Employ smart invalidation techniques like dependency tracking and event-driven clearing to manage complex data relationships effectively. Leverage Python's LRU cache for efficient memoization with minimal effort. Ensure functions are pure and arguments hashable to maximize cache effectiveness. Regularly monitor hit rates using cache info and adjust max size for optimal performance. Explore resources like Python FuncTools documentation and RealPython's tutorials for deeper insights into caching strategies.